Greetings, salutations, and welcome to today's deck. As promised, Miscarcand Lich. So, it's an undead themed deck. Notable inclusions: Vastery, not a skeleton, and Brotherhood Vampire is a vampire. Oh, un momento. Boop. Brotherhood Vampire. Summon +1/+1 for each creature that died this turn. We're going to see if we can get value on them. We are playing Training Grounds, despite running those 4 cards. And we are running Dragon Mound. That's the deck. We're running 2 Dismantles as Tech versus Invade. Also Tech versus Big Dargons. Or, I guess, supports. We haven't run into too many supports while I've been playing. We are solidly in the snake, as I have tanked literally all of our rank trying to make this deck work. And there have been several iterations since this morning. But I was also doing some questing then, so we've got this pack up here at the top. And so we'll open that at the end. I don't even remember what it is. That is the difference between morning and evening. Alright. Warrior. So the biggest problems I've run into with this deck are purple, because they remove my supports. Throwing back a Skeletal Champion hurts, but I think we're fine. Okay, this might end up being a Dragon Mound play. And if we win with Dragon Mound, glorious. I will say, during practice when I was refining the deck, I did manage to get a win with Dragon Mound. Was beautiful. Alright, so this is Orcs. We know what Orcs do. Orcs smart. Question, can he play 2 Orcs this turn?
Try this on for size.
Nobody can buff his Orc. Sneaky.
Tuskless front.
I'm gonna cycle us in and play Ancestral Dead. That sets up a Skeletal Champion or an Icy Shambles for next turn. I like the inclusion of the purple orcs. You don't get to see them a lot, if ever.
We must protect our stronghold.
Hey, everybody's favorite Tushnik. Interesting. That actually changes my play. I assuming he was going to snipe this. But now we can Skeletal Champion trade. And that locks out the biggest threat from the orcs. And it cost him a support removal. Restless Templar is our health gain. He is the extent of our health gain in this list.
Together, orcs.
I was gonna wonder if he was gonna be cheeky and use his breakthrough. Woohoo! Get rid of that card draw. Finding Awake the Dead is nice. It allows me to search for a second Skeletal Champion.
Who dares face me?
And there's a Training Grounds.
There is strength in unity.
There's Miscarcand. I'm not actually going to use it. I don't think in this, because he's not going to have something live for that long. I almost pulled a Miscarcand. I meant to pull a champion. Hopefully that's enough to lock this game out.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory.
If that mummy is alive at the start of the turn, give me a guard. Spoiler alert, it's going to be alive at the start of the turn.
Too late for you.
Ah, he finally found another Jarl. I need something to contest the field lane, and that does it. We do have Vastery in hand, which is nice. But I think next turn we're going to... Well, we'll see what he does. There's several lines. Most of them involve playing Training Grounds.
Killing you will make an excellent story. Right behind you. Orcs at the ready.
Because that'll get this up to 6 health. And that is literally the one play that makes me change my mind. Because this is the way I can get even more guards out. Let's start racing him. Into a prophecy. That's unfortunate. But I'm setting up lethal for next turn. I think setting up the lethal was still worth it. We've got to hope for a Grave Grasp.
By the first forge.
Nope. On the first one, come on. Grave Grasp. Right here.
By the first forge.
Nope. Okay. Well, GG. He would have had it without the prophecy, I'm assuming, as he only would have needed 1 or 2 burst, with the being as he could go through our guard. So I don't think us going face actually changed that game, because burst from orcs is relatively easy. So we'll go into round 2. Probably should have tried to get the Templar out earlier. But we ran him out of cards correctly. Jarl is what changed his run. Because if he hadn't found that second Jarl, we would have kept him bled on cards. Then we pivot to aggro and he doesn't have burst to deal with us. That's what I was hoping to find. I'm going to keep the Mundus. And we've got to Wake the Dead. Let's see what he opens with. No opening. Alright, so we're going to try to go aggro Skelly. Not sure how well that's going to work, given that we didn't really draw an aggro hand. I'm going to actually pull a Bone Colossus here. My reasoning behind that is my 4 drops are full, my 5 drops are fine. I need something on 7. I'm just going to Mundus to oppose his ramp support. Histgrove. I realize that's not aggro Skelly, but it just means skeletons can have charge now. That is greedy. Good thing I have Punish Greed card. Brahmin's a good get rid. I forgot to wait and see if we rolled charge, so luckily I was not punished. What's interesting is 9 is the greediest thing in his hand.
The Hist revives.
See? Charge Pupper. Charge Pupper for the win. Next turn is Bone Colossus.
A grievous error.
Yeah, he could have traded in first. So he's setting up a Reanimate. So I'm going to imagine we see an Alduin and maybe a Parthenax or an Odavang go. Just Odavang. Alright, we got one guy who survives an Odavang. Well, two. Then we Icy Shambles Miscarcand. Target Odavang.
My arrows fly true.
That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and play out one of the Miscarcons. It's not going to target anything. But it is a 4/6 body. Also, notably, Training Ground still works with Dragon Mound after we play Dragon Mound. Which, honestly, I think is on the docket for next turn. I think we're going to Ancestral Dead Dragon Mound, unless I get a buff. Because we're kind of at the point where skeletons are... They're not going to do it for us anymore. He's starting to Soul Tear back bats. He's going to pivot to Big Boy. Ooh. Hallowed Death Priest, you were the one thing. The one thing that changes this. We do not have a skeleton on top, so Vastery or Vampire is there. Saisahan, not the greatest hit by us. I mean, it's nice to hit a AoE like that. How many Soul Tears do you have?
I raise the spine of battle.
Crossbow time? Squish time. Close enough. Still have lethal. Skeletons?
Smell the
Nope.
stench of the living.
2 off. As expected, there's Vastery.
Haven't you ever met
Just
a
gotta hit charge on one of these. There it is! My boy. It's not random charge when you roll 10 times. It is still random, but at least we rolled enough. It wasn't rolled charge, roll charge, roll charge, because that just feels bad to play against. He didn't get to see our Dragon Mound. We didn't get to play our Dragon Mound. But I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to call it there. We've got a Morrowind pack, apparently. Anything good in it? We're looking for premiums. Inspirations for our next deck. I have never built a Bushwhack deck. Maybe we should build a Bushwhack deck one of these days. I don't think it's going to come tomorrow, because tomorrow is actually our Gauntlet review for this upcoming Gauntlet. But we'll stay tuned. If you guys have any ideas, put them down in the comments. Oh, 1 second. Ending screen. Aha! Ending screen. Thank you, all of you who support us. Words. Yes, where were we? If you have deck ideas, put them in the description. Also, there is links to our Discord. We have conversations still about Tessel. Also talk about the various other games that we play on Facebook Gaming, which is where we stream. Link to that is also below. And then last but not least, there is Twitter. Twitter, honestly, it functions for me as a platform where I'm updating the schedule. It's like stream, like interacting with me live, but it's Twitter. So Twitter is Twitter. Couple cool things I'm looking at on there. I see that we have a cat, so we've gone without a cat all day recording. We're just going to zoom in and we're going to watch Farkas do his cleaning. This is cat housework right there. How long are you going to stay there, Farkas? You going to keep cleaning? You can't see the kibbles, because anything they spill, he puts underneath the dish. Alright, he's done. That means we're going to call it here. Guys, take care. Best of vibes to you.